welcome for this Hatha yoga class. We are going to focus on our strength today, which is also connected to our mental strength. So we try to find the true self and then create the strength to be true to ourselves. This will be the intention, focusing on the strength element, but we will also have balance and flexibility in this yoga class today. Like always, we try to find a unity, a balance in our yoga sessions. It is rather for intermediate yogis, but if you are a beginner, you can still stay tuned because I will give a lot of modifications. Just have a look for the session of modification videos I will bring to the corners of this video, and also I will give verbal modifications. Just stay tuned and focus for those modifications. For people that need to modify today, I would suggest to have some props for this yoga class just close by. So we might use those blocks for special postures. We also could use a belt where you just create a loop for your foot, which we might use later for the dancer's pose. If you are ready to try this more advanced pose, we can use a wall as a prop. So just if I say move to the wall, just have a wall ready for you to wait. But you could also use a cushion for the hips, or just in Savasana when you want to rest your head on the cushion. This would be also a very good prop to have close by. So just prepare your mat, put comfortable clothes on which allow you to move without any hindrances, because we are going a bit deeper in poses, flexible wise. So I'm very excited to share this class with you. Let's find ourselves in the first pose, in the child.
So please find your mat now, lay down on your spine, close your eyes, deepen your breath, find your body. Now hug your knees, push the knees into your chest, give yourself also a mental hug, keep your eyes closed, deep belly breaths, so you start massaging your internal organs. Relax now, and then circle your feet clockwise. Just warm your feet up, as we will use our feet today a lot, but they need to be flexible also. Now go counterclockwise. Now come back to the center. We are going to bring our feet down to the ground. Touch the floor with your feet for a second and then bring them back up. Inhale. Exhale. Feet come back to the floor. Legs are kept straight. Try to engage your abdominal muscles and not your back muscles. Inhale, bring them up. Exhale, bring the feet down in your own rhythm. Strengthen your muscles in your belly, in your hips. Activate your body. Prepare for today's class. Try to keep your lumbar spine on the floor, so you really activate the abdominal muscles and you're not straining your lumbar spine. Very good. Bring your legs back to the floor. Stretch out completely. Stretch to the right. Stretch your whole left side here. And then stretch to the left. Stretch your right side in this banana pose. Come back to the center. And then stand up for Samastiti. Toes are touching, heels are a bit apart for the activation of your abdominal muscles. Tuck in your tailbone. Roll your shoulders up and down and back. So you open the shoulders. Palms of your hands are facing to the front. Neck is relaxed, eyes are closed. Find your balance. Find a deep rooting with the floor. The intention of our class is strength, mental strength. So for strength, first we need to be rooted and we need to be balanced. So try to find this balance in your feet. Notice how your body is swinging slightly side to side without you even noticing usually. Your body is trying to balance itself out with tiny movements. So try to focus on those tiny movements and balance them out. So you try to actually stop your body from moving. Try to find this middle balance point in your body and then stay there without moving at all. Exhale, bring your palms together for Pranamasana. And then inhale, bring your arms up, arch your back for Asta Uttanasana. Hold your breath while you are arching your spine. And then exhale for Uttanasana, bring your head to your knees. You can hold your ankles with your hands wherever you are today. You can bend your knees a tiny bit so that your belly is touching your thighs. And then with the next inhalation, come to Savasana. Your right knee is coming to the floor behind you. Open up your chest, look to the sky. And with the exhalation, we are finding ourselves in Havatasana, the mountain pose, which is like downward facing dog, but with your feet together. Press your shoulders and your hip back. Stay here. Inhale. Next exhalation, Ashtang Namaskar. Your knees, chest and chin is touching the floor while your hip is coming up. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Open your chest. Your hip is on the floor. Look up. Exhale. Come back to Pavatasana, mountain pose. Inhale, Ashvasanchalasana. Your right foot is coming in between your hands. Left knee is on the floor. Open up, look to the sky. Exhale, Uttanasana. Bend your knees if needed. Inhale, Asta Uttanasana. Arch your spine. Hold your breath while you do this arching. And then exhale, Pranamasana. Bring the palms of your hands together. Very good. Inhale, Samastitihi. Inhale, exhale, Pranamasana. Inhale, Asta Uttanasana. Arms up, arch your spine, hold your breath. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, left leg back, knee on the floor, Ashvasanchalasana. Exhale, Pavatasana, mountain pose. Inhale here. Next exhale, Ashtang Namaskar, knee, chest and chin on the floor. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, back to Pavatasana. Inhale, Ashvasanchalasana. Left foot is coming in between your hands. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, Asta Uttanasana. Hold your breath, arch your spine. Exhale, Pranamasana. Inhale, Samastitihi. Very good. Let's do another round here. So we are really warming up for today's class. Inhale, exhale, Pranamasana. Inhale, lift your arms, hold your breath. arch your spine for Asta Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, right foot is coming back, knee on the floor, Ashvasanchalasana. Exhale, Pavatasana. Inhale here. On next exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Pavatasana. Inhale, Ashvasanchalasana. Right foot is coming in between your hands. Open up. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, arms up. Hold your breath. Asta Uttanasana. Arch your spine. Exhale, Pranamasana. Inhale, Samastitihi. Exhale, Pranamasana. Inhale, bring your hands up. Hold your breath. Arch your spine. Asta Uttanasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, left knee is coming to the floor. Ashvasanchalasana. Exhale, Pavatasana. Inhale here. Exhale, Ashtanga Namaskar. Inhale, Bhujangasana. Exhale, Pavatasana. Inhale, left foot is coming in between your hands. Ashvasanchalasana. Exhale, Uttanasana. Inhale, hands come up. Hold your breath, arch your spine. Asta Uttanasana. Exhale, Pranamasana. Inhale, Samastitihi. Find your breath again. Stay here. Find your balance. Come back to your body. Deeply rooted in the floor. Find your inner strength again. Exhale. With the next inhalation, come to warrior B. Right foot is stepping back. Open your hips up. Arms for a straight line. Look to the right. Look to your hand. Feel the strength. Feel the warrior in you. Channel the energy of this powerful warrior. The start of our Hatha yoga class. Deep inhalations and exhalations. Bringing your breath into your belly. Engage your legs. Stay focused. Feel the sensations of your body. Feel where you are. Be in this pose. Exhale here, and with the next inhalation, change sides for the warrior on the other side. Come down as much as you can, engage your muscles. Feel how your thigh muscles are engaged and strong. Engage your arms until your fingertips. So your hands aren't relaxed. You feel this energy in your whole body, from your toes to your fingertips, even your head. Everything's engaged and in this pose. Exhale here, and with the next inhalation, bring both feet together and then fold forward for Padangusthasana. You can bend your knees a bit so your belly is touching your thighs. Stay here and release your hamstrings. Relax your neck, relax your jaw, relax your eyes. Feel the releasing of your hamstrings. Exhale here. With the next inhalation, come back up. Step your right foot back for Utthita Trikonasana. Your right foot is looking towards the short end of your mat. Meanwhile, the left foot is looking to the long side of the mat. So you have a 90-degree angle here. Open your hips and then fold to your right. So you have a straight line with your trunk and your legs. Calm down as much as possible, but don't put any strain in your body. So if you can't calm down as much as I do in this pose here, in this presentation, it doesn't matter. Just go down as much as possible. You can always modify. It is only yoga. You don't have to prove anything to anyone today. Splendid. And then we are moving from the Utthita Trikonasana to the pyramid pose. For this, we are moving a tiny bit towards our right side. Our left leg is on the 45-degree angle and we are keeping our hip in a straight line. So you're pulling your right hip back, meanwhile you're pushing your left hip forward. Your hands are interlocked behind you. So you feel a flexion of your right hamstring. Straight, stay here and feel how you are releasing every second a bit more. Very good. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Change sides. Bring your Utthita Trikonasana to the left. Remember, the left leg is facing the short side of the mat. Meanwhile, your right foot is looking towards the long side of the mat. Fold towards your left. Keep your hips open and straight. Come down as much as possible. Arms are engaged. Look to the roof and or exhale here. And then move towards your left for pyramid pose. Bring your trunk up, interlace your fingers, inhale, straighten your spine, and with the next exhalation, forward fold for the pyramid pose. Left hip is pushing backwards, meanwhile the right hip is pushing forward. Stay here, release into your left hamstring. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Move both feet facing the long side of your mat. Interlace your fingers behind you. Inhale, straighten your spine. And with the next exhalation, forward fold for Prasarita Paruttanasana. Open your hip. Feel a stretch in your hamstrings. Enjoy this pose. Exhale here. Inhale, come up. Move back to Samasthiti. And then sit down in chair position. Bring your hip as much down as you can. Engage your thigh muscles and/or feel the strength, feel the activation. Try to enjoy this pose, even difficult poses. Try to be present in the moment. Deep, slow breaths. Place your weight on your right foot. Lift your left foot up while your trunk is moving down for Warrior 3. Palms are either pressed together in front of your heart or they are straight, extended to give a bit more strength to your spine. From the Warrior 3, grab the foot which is in the air from the inside. Lift the foot up for the dance pose. You can use a wall for balance if you have problems with this, or you can even use a belt. You can make a loop with the belt and then lift the foot up. Very good. Release the pose. Come back to Samasthiti. You can move your body a bit to release any tensions you might have here. And then bring the two poses to the other side. Warrior 3. Bring your right foot up. Hands are pressed together in front of your heart or extended for a deeper activation of your spine. And then lift yourself up to the dancer. Foot is grabbed from the inside, or you can use a belt, and you can use a wall for balance issues. Try to maintain your hip straight. Don't stack your hip. A quite advanced pose, so it is okay if you have to modify. Just see where you are and accept the pose you are in today. Working on our balance in our body is tremendously beneficial, as we are also working on the mental balance, which is key to find peace and happiness in our day-to-day life. Come to your tippy toes and slowly bend your knees and come down to the floor. Move your way to the hips, but really slow movement down. With a flow, find the floor. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Very good. Sit down on your sit bones. Jump to the plank. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Move in this downward facing dog. Bend one knee, meanwhile the other one is straight. And then bend the other knee and straighten the other leg. Walk the dog. And from the downward facing dog, find the dolphin. Your elbows and your forearms are on the floor. Give yourself balance with your hand. This is a really good strengthening for your upper arms. Really good for poses like the feathered peacock in the future when you are training for this pose. Inhale, come to the dolphin plank, which is like a plank but with your forearms on the floor. And with the next exhalation, come back to the dolphin. We're going to do 5 rounds of this. Inhale again, dolphin plank. Exhale, dolphin. Inhale, dolphin plank. Exhale, come back. Inhale, dolphin plank. Exhale, come back. One more. You can do this. Inhale, dolphin plank. Exhale, dolphin. Very good. Come back up to your downward facing dog. Move in any way you feel comfortable. You can even find yourself in the child pose if you want to relax for a bit here. It's all good. And then from the downward facing dog, bring your right leg a bit closer, but don't step on the sole of your foot. However, come to the top of your foot, so you have a flexion of your foot towards the back. Bring your foot back and then place the other foot close to your arms. Weight is on the top of your foot. You can change sides again and do this for a couple of rounds. Or if you are a bit more advanced, you can now go with the right foot to the front. Weight is on the top of the foot. And then bring your left foot also forward and balance on both top of the feet. Very great strengthening exercise while it improves the health of your feet. Really be careful and listen to your body here. If you don't feel comfortable in this pose, then go foot by foot. And then come back to the soles of your feet. Bring your knees close to your elbows. And then move to the crow pose. Here again, you can modify if you're not able to do the crow pose yet. This is fine. So just lift one leg and then the other. So you're starting to find the balance in this advanced pose. And otherwise, just lift up and find your balance with your arms. Play a bit with the balance in your hands. Feel how you're connected to Mother Earth in this moment. You're really exchanging energy with the soil beneath you. Feel this connectedness, the strength, and how you're able to really do incredible poses. If you can, try to transition with a jump back. So you're coming to plank position. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Very good. Release, come to child pose. Relax, enjoy, connect. Feel your breath. Feel the strength. And feel this inner child. Strength doesn't mean that we are warriors without fear, without emotions. Strength is weakness. Strength is admitting to our own weakness and to our faults. Strength is knowing ourselves and being able to really face a situation and realizing our emotions during the situation. And even though we have those emotions that might be really strong, accept those emotions. It is okay to have those emotions. We are human. But try to observe your emotions. Try to not react. Try to not suppress, especially. And then just observe your emotions and try to develop equanimity. Observe your emotions equanimously. This is how we can grow our happiness and our peace in our daily life. Deep breaths. Connect with the elements around you. Feel with which element you're most connected with right now. Do you feel air around you? Or do you feel heat, which would be fire element? Or do you feel sweat, which would be the water element? Or just do you feel the support of the soil and Mother Earth beneath you, which would be earth element? Which element is speaking to you right now? And then connect and feel the oneness with this element. What does this element remind you of? Does a certain emotion come to your mind when you think about this element? Do you feel like groundedness and you think about being a child? Do you feel the wind and you feel like this playful spirit in you rising up again? Or do you feel fire and do you feel passion you once had? Observe your body. Be curious. Be connected and be supported. Inhale and come up. Move to Upavista Konasana. So open your legs, keep them straight. And you can either stay here with a straight spine, or if you're a bit more advanced, you can fold down. Try to keep your spine straight though. So you can grab your toes, or you can hold on your thighs. You can bring your forearms to the ground, or even your whole arms. Deep inhalations. You can close your eyes, enjoy this pose, this opening of your hips. And feel how with every breath you can release a bit deeper into this pose. Release intention. Allow your body to release even further. You're not in a state of attack. Your body is not in a stress situation right now. And you need to notice, really release and relax in this pose so your body knows that you can go a bit deeper and let go, which is always connected with your emotions, letting go of anything that doesn't serve you emotionally also. Exhale. And with the next inhalation, bring your spine up. Bring your feet together. And then bend your right knee. The sole of your feet is touching the inner thigh of your left leg. We're going to Janu Sushasana. So we bend forward with a straight spine and feel the opening of our right hip. Let go. Deep breaths, belly breaths. Feel how you're releasing deeper. You're strong. You can do this. Your body will thank you for this. Exhale. Inhale, come up and change sides. Straighten your spine. And with the straight spine, fold forward. Feel the stretch in your left hip this time. Observe the difference of your both sides. Most of us will have a difference of openness in those hips. Some people are really flexible in one and a bit more unflexible in the other, and that's okay. Just observe and feel that you need a bit more work on the other side maybe. And accept where you are. Very good. Exhale. Inhale, come up. And now bring both soles of the feet together for the butterfly position. You can either go to a wall so the back is supported by the wall and you can relax a bit deeper with your hips, or you can put a cushion below your sit bones so you're a bit higher and you can go a bit deeper, because we want to forward fold in this position if we can, and sometimes it is not possible if we are not supported by a cushion or a wall. Close your eyes. You can hold on to the soles of your feet. You can open your soles like a book. Fold forward. Feel the deep opening of your hips. The hip area is one of those areas most people are struggling with most. The hip is where the seat of our soul lays, the psoas, the deepest muscle of our body, and also the center of pleasure and enjoyment, the center of happiness. So it is very important to open the hip to feel happiness and pleasure and peace. Most of us, especially women, are closing the hips down, and a lot of stress is going to the hips, a lot of anger, a lot of anxiety. And it's very hard to open the hip back up, especially if we haven't focused on the hip during our whole life. Accept where you are, but observe where you are. Do you have problems with the hip? Are you really unflexible with the hip? And then maybe try to find a connection in your life. Do you have problems with anxiety, stress, anger? Do you have problems with happiness, pleasure? Observe those emotions while you are in poses like this. When you're in poses for a long time, you really have the time to observe. And then connect the dots. Connect the dots between mind and body. Very important. There's always connection between body and mind. You only have to find it. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Come out of this pose. You find yourself kneeling on the floor. And then open up for the frog pose. In this pose you can put a cushion or two under your knees, so your knees are supported. And then you can really open up your hip a bit more in this pose. Put your forearms on the floor, or if you want to go a bit deeper, you can bring the whole arms on the floor, which will open your chest also. The chest area, which is connected to love and an open heart. Exhale. Inhale, come up. Sit on your sit bones, legs are straight. You're going to chakorasana. This is an advanced pose, so just go where you are able to go today. This is a strength and flexibility pose. Bring the right foot behind your arm. Try to put it above your elbow. If you can, even behind your shoulder. Find strength in your arms, and if you can, you lift up. So you find a strength element in your left thigh. And if you can't, it's okay, just stay on the floor. Just feel the stretch of your hamstring. You can also use blocks and find support of your hands on a block so you can lift up a bit easier. Modify if needed. And then exhale, release. Change sides. Bring the left leg above your elbow or even behind your shoulder. Find the strength in your hands. Support on blocks if needed. Otherwise, just push yourself up or stay in the pose without pushing up. Deep breaths, even in difficult poses. Observe your body, observe changes. And then exhale, release. Very good, very good. We can go back to the side of the right and try the 8 angle pose. So for this, again, support your right leg on top of your elbow. And then from the other side of your arm, lift your left leg up, support it on your right leg, and then lift up like in a crow. Most balance, most weight is on your arms. This is where you have to focus on most. If you can't do this, just stay wherever you are, just try, just play around. Yoga doesn't need to be so serious. We can play around and try new poses. And it doesn't mean that you are not advanced enough, not good enough. It means that you aren't there yet. We always say we aren't there yet, but we will be. If we want to go there, if we try enough, if we play enough, we will one day get there. Release. We're going to change sides now. The 8 angle on the left leg. Again, support on your elbow with your left leg. And then from the other side of the arm, support your right leg on top of the left leg. And then push yourself up like a crow into the 8 angle pose. Or just support your right leg on the top of the left leg and just try to lift up. Play around a bit and be proud of your achievement today. And release. Find yourself on your belly. Release, relax. Create a pillow with your hands and look to the right side. Deep belly breaths. Connect, reconnect. Feel the support of the floor. Smile to yourself and thank yourself for this great session. We are almost done. Only some poses left to open our heart and bring the attention and awareness to the third eye. So stay with me, you're almost done. We are going to try the locust pose today. So for this, interlock your hands, bring them under your pelvic bone. Your feet are together, your arms are engaged. And with your next inhalation, bring your legs and your arms up. And really support on your hands here. The locust pose, which can be modified if needed, just releasing your hands from the floor and just lifting up your arms and feet independently. Feel the engagement of your spine, feel the strength, feel the opening up of your spine into the other direction this time. Very good. Release. And then come to a Sphinx position or even a deeper pose, bringing your hands to the floor and push up. Your heart is opening, your shoulders are rolled back and down. Look to the sky, open your heart. Let light and strength enter your heart. Open up for your environment. Strong, fierce, honest, and aware. That's what we are working on today. Strength can be so many things. Connect strength with something completely different from what is the truth. Being true to ourselves is strength. Being ourselves in front of others, being different from others, this is strength. Being true to yourself and growing, observing, judging in a positive way in order to improve. seeing ourselves objectively, so we see the truth. We see who we are and what we need to improve and what we don't need to improve, and what we can be proud of. Release from this pose. Roll to your back. And if you can, we are going for the wheel posture. Otherwise, the modification for this would be the bridge pose. Open your heart. This pose is amazing to really activating all our chakras here. We're opening up mentally while we are even working on our strength, having to find balance with our arms. The wheel pose is also called the king of yoga poses, because it's really working on the whole body, on the strength, on the balance, on flexibility, on every single energy channel in your body. Every single chakra is opened in this pose. So it is kind of uncomfortable. And while breathing deeply into your belly in this pose, you are developing strength in uncomfortable situations in the future. So it's also mentally an amazing posture to grow strength and endurance in the future. And then release. We are doing a counter pose. Forward fold for Paschimottanasana. Just a passive Paschimottanasana here. You can round your spine, feel the counter pose, the counter action of this pose. Relax. Relax your jaw, relax your eyes, relax your neck. You can go a bit deeper now into Paschimottanasana. Relax, release. You can do now an inversion pose of your choice. You can either do a shoulder stand or a headstand or even a handstand. You can play around a bit, use the wall, anything to stay safe. Many people say don't use a wall for the inversions. I prefer to use a wall just because, especially in those headstands and handstands, we are really putting our neck in the game. There are a lot of nerves in the neck area and we don't want to destroy them or harm them. So it's really better in poses you're not so sure and not so secure to use the wall. You can do also the feathered peacock, which we have been preparing with our dolphin plank in the middle of the class. Just play around, feel what you can do, and if you can't go the inversion way today, that's okay. Just use a pillow, bring it under your sit bones and bring your feet up, your legs up to have the same benefit, just improve your blood circulation in this one. But if you have a high blood pressure, for example, it's best to skip the inversion poses and just stay in this last pose I suggested, with the cushion under your sit bones and the feet up. Play around, enjoy, and just smile about yourself. Just enjoy and just find this inner child, which is the base of your strength. We need a strong connection to our inner child to have the possibility to develop our own strength. So permit your inner child to come out today and smile and have fun, play. When you're done playing, one last pose. You're going for Machasana. You can either keep your legs straight and you can support yourself on your lower arms. Your hands are under your sit bones and your head is hovering above the floor, not touching though. Opening your chest area. And if you're a bit advanced, you can go to the hero pose first. So you are in the kneeling posture, but your sit bones are on the floor, and then you can come down to your forearms and let your head dangle. This one is also opening up your quadriceps, the opposite of the hamstrings, which we are working on a lot in yoga. But often we are forgetting the quadriceps. So the hero pose is an amazing pose for the opposite to keep the balance in our practice. Open up the heart, relax your neck, and then bring the neck to your chest, release from this pose, and find Savasana. You can do any last asana, anything you feel like doing right now. Feel into your body and then move with intention. Do you need to stretch to the right, or do you need to stretch to the left? Do you need to forward fold or backward bend? Really listen to your body and then do the deed, do the movement, which makes you feel great. This is also a part of strength, to listen to ourselves, to discover ourselves, to realize ourselves and find the true nature, the true self. And if we know ourselves and have found our true selves, then we can be strong, always acting truthfully and from the core of our being, which is never corrupted, never evil. It doesn't even know good or bad. It is neutral, your being, which is neither bad or good, because bad and good doesn't work like this in the universe. You will act according to the situation and for the best outcome of this situation, which might sometimes look bad for the environment, but it is exactly the action which is needed and required for this situation. Sometimes you need to do bad things, which might be judged by others, but the actual outcome might be good. So you can never judge a person by his action without knowing the desired outcome and the actual outcome. With this in mind, just activate the whole body now. You can lift up your legs and your arms and even your trunk. Activate the whole body, engage even your face, engage a bit more, activate a bit more, and then release. Fall down to Savasana. Release all the tensions in your body. Perfect. Deep breaths, bring them to your belly. Feel the inhalation, the exhalation. Feel into your body. Feel the changes of before and after this session. Maybe you have harnessed a great peace or happiness in your body now, or even pride, strength, I hope. Just be grateful to yourself for this session. You have advanced in your yoga journey. You have improved your fitness. You have improved your health. You have improved your mental stability. You have worked on yourself, and you can thank yourself for this. Relax, release, and you can stay in Savasana as long as you like. You up in a couple of minutes. So just relax now. There's nothing else to do for you now. Don't even think. Even shut your thinking off. Just analyze your breath or focus on your third eye, whatever feels better for you. Try to shut off your monkey mind. in Savasana or slowly move your body, come back, deepen your breath, move a bit to the right, move a bit to the left, stretch like a cat in the morning. And then when you are ready, you can come up to a cross-legged seat or to kneeling pose. Bring your palms together in front of your heart. Namaste. Thank you very much for being with me today and practicing this power yoga session. And I hope I see you again in the next class. Please subscribe to my channel if you're new here so you never miss my next classes. Thank you very much. Have a wonderful day.